stream. CS 496. And we're going to hop into winner's bracket match right now between... Let me check. Between the Ikea Monster and Cleanup Crew. Assuming they didn't just finish already, which maybe happened. Might be the match is just over. Oh, 4-0, okay. Oh, okay, we're on Oblivion South, yeah. I don't even know if I should do ship callouts, but since they're so far apart, we might as well. Ship number 1 is a Corsair, led by Sunstrom with a front carronade, and looks like a side Hwacha, and on this side a detonator, Gatling, flamer on the front, and what looks like a harpoon on the back. Ship number 2 is the League of Nations, piloted by Where Am I? It has a Hades flak on the front, with a Merc and flak on the side here, and I'm seeing what looks like a Gatling and a Hwacha on the side. Ship number 3 is the Ra, piloted by Hellfire, which has a Lumber, Artemis, and Hades, and back Carronade Hwacha. And ship number 4 is the Rat Smacker, piloted by Tears Are Fuel, which seems to have triple Hwachas with Gat Caro on the front, and probably a flare. It's a bit hard to see because it's destroyed. Maybe a Banshee. There we go. And my map is obscuring what it could actually be. So. Now the Rat Smacker has a lot of stuff disabled. Position is fine because the League of Nations is down too low to do anything at the moment. Although we seem to be heading down into this pit overall. Corsair's low. Both Corsairs are actually low. And we have balloon pops going out. Why did I go move down again? There we go. Done. Next, I think I'm going to have to move to loser's bracket to do one match down there. So we'll be doing that in a second. Or now, I guess. Put on an overlay again. Loop. Alright, we should be seeing now. Refresh this. Match 5 should be on Periton. We could do it in this lobby, although... Yeah, we could do it in this lobby. Although they want to switch servers, we've been having some lag issues today, so... Might want to do that. Alright, which team? Ikea Monster was the loser, so that's who we should be seeing. That was... what is the sign-ups? Sunstrom and Where Am I? We're currently in this lobby, so I'm going to stay here. Unless we switch servers, in which case we'll have to do that. Ooh, we might be switching servers. I don't know. Anyway, I can... Grump is doing it too. Cool, cool. I can remove this overlay. Bloop. Don't know if we're gonna go to a North American server. I did in the scrim. There were a couple instances where it really just lagged out, and it seemed to be not just affecting me. So, yeah, but it looks like we're staying here in the end, or not, or maybe rejoin on the NA server. Okay. We will do that. And we're in. So this is losers bracket round 2 between Return to Sonder and the AKM Monster on Peryton Rumble. Once we get everyone in here. I think Grump is going to actually do the timer and stuff, so I won't touch that today. I guess we could just take a look at what ships they've loaded in here with. You've got... Well, okay, we did see these two ships just now, right? Since we've got a long-range side and a short-range side. Kill potential on both sides. And this Corsair... He's basically a Hwacha Corsair, but we're mixing in a detonator because more kill power, probably. Maybe with Incend you could just use it on the balloon anyway. And this Mobula is just a bunch of Banshees, essentially. I mean, actually, it's a Gat. It's a Gat art Banshee, and then you have extra Banshees on the wings. Which probably won't see that much use because the gunner won't really need to go to the side Banshees, and the engineers won't really be going to them either. And we are missing Sputnik. Will probably return soon. And we're pausing so that there's enough time for the lobby game. What else can we poke at? This will clear these. I mean, I guess we can take a peek at the loadouts as well while we're here. Crew loadout wise, we're running 2 extinguishers here and 2 failsafes. That's interesting. And no gunners? That's probably not the final loadout, though. I haven't seen Corsair run with no gunners. I've seen it run with 2 gunners, though. Same, we actually have no gunners here either. These, on the other hand, might conceivably work. Where you essentially have the... Because it's only a Banshee, you don't really need a gunner for that. You can run around with the failsafes and fire any of the Banshees. That could work. Conceivably. And for this Magnate, running 1 failsafe on the back, running 2 extinguishers total. That's pretty standard. Standard stuff. We have Lesmok for the Hades. The Gatling on the front? No, the Gatling's up there, essentially for the Hades. Yeah. Well, we should have charged. We don't have charged yet. We do have charged there, and we have burst. Okay. And our goldfish is back, and now we can inspect the goldfish. This is a detonator goldfish with a side flamer on the other side. Caro mine. It's essentially a Caro fish, but using a detonator instead, sort of. Setting a lot of fires. With incendiary. And now we've switched over here, we've switched to a squid. Mine squid at that. And we'll see how our red team responds to these picks. Yeah, the Magnate is going to have to switch off of a long-range build, for sure. So, that seems more in line, yeah, with their own Flamer, their own Carronade. And a Harpoon for the squid, that makes sense. Corsair might be okay with all this. They might want more balloon pressure. Maybe they'll add a Carronade as well. Alright, we've added... Ooh, we switched to a Galleon with a detonator. That's interesting. There's a Sly over here. He's probably supposed to move up to the Corsair at some point. Alright, now we're switching things up quite a bit. Essentially, blue team, I think, has found what they want to fly, more or less. And I say that, and we've now got Watch Aspire. Could work. I wonder if I even need to call up the ships. Normally you do this, of course, or traditionally when you're casting Guns of Icarus, but since we have the buff kit mod here, and we can see the loadout in the lobby, there's less of a need to go call out which each ship is. I guess it's sort of a nice formality at the beginning before the action starts, but if the action starts quickly, as it might on this map, then we can just go with what we saw here. So, alright, the Magnate has switched to close range with Caro Huacha. Which one is the front? The front 2 guns are the Flamer Gat, that makes sense. Side, Flak, Harpoon, and the Corsair has added the Carronade, as I said it would need to. And they've added an Artemis as well. Oh, where is that? That's on the Watch. That's interesting, that's on the Watcher side. I guess they really want to keep this as the kill side. Which, fair enough, this does do explosive. Interesting. And I guess it can turn further forward. Alright. Yeah, this is their kill side. I guess that makes sense. And we are about to start. No team can request overtime. They're readying up. So, here's the lobby. Flaming Pillar is just a standard to Watch Aspire. We have lots of moonshine, no drift, and we're in. So, I am actually not going to do the ship callouts again because we spent the whole lobby looking at them. Instead, where's my map? Where's my map? How do I get the map back? M? No? Come on. I am gonna have to exit and rejoin the lobby after this match, but we're gonna have to do without a map this time around. We'll just use this map. I think that's an issue with the mod. I've had it sometimes where it doesn't register, it doesn't keep everything active all the time. Alright, Victor Corsario is going for the Spire. As it should here. And, I mean, we got off a Hwacha that didn't do anything. The Flaming Pillar is basically dead at this point. Question is, can the Intuition get a kill off of the back of this? Maybe? Flaming Pillar is hurting down there. Oh, the League of Nations, though, is heavily on fire, as the Intuition wants to achieve with its fire-heavy build here. Flaming Pillars actually survived all this. Now we see an attempt to ram the fish here, but... Alright, let's see. Corsair is heavily disabled at this point, and balloon broken. Magnate just got rammed and is dead. That's actually... Okay, that was technically the first kill for blue, but Spire killed itself in that. And who's gonna win this duel? Well, one of them has all its guns disabled. So I think the fish theoretically has the better chance, but not if it's balloon and hull broken. Corsair takes the kill there. I guess the carronade there was the important thing to get up, and they had it up. Corsair is going into hiding. Flaming Pillar has respawned. Wonder if there's a hotkey to toggle the map, the spectate map. Don't remember. I don't think there is. Don't know. Anyway. I need to get out of this view. 0. So, yeah, we're gonna have an engagement right about now. So, essentially it's the same matchup again. We're gonna pop the Spire first again, except it didn't get popped. Okay, Harpoon. Interesting. Flaming Pillar is double broken. Red team is heavily on fire. And I'm working on the controls here. Okay. So, Flaming Pillar is just completely out of the picture right now because it spent too long to get their balloon back up. Intuition could still be okay here. Flaming Pillar is back in the action. I have to find a good angle where I don't need to move the camera so much. Victor Corsario takes a few more hits here. Still heavily disabled. And we see the Flaming Pillar take some hits. Still alive down there. Break again. Oh, they're quite low. Well, the Corsair is burning over there. Flaming Pillar gonna try to dodge vertically. Ooh. Also gets watched by the Corsair though and goes down. Corsair lost some more perman in this engagement overall, but red team can still be happy here. They're up 3-1. They might be able to get the fish here. Fish should be able to escape. Ooh, in through the narrow hole. All right. Nope, too narrow. Too narrow. Although they've got the back of the Magnate, it's not the worst even. Okay, they're gonna take the escape though. Okay, they lost their balloon, probably to the Corsair. Or to a bump, actually. That is some expert maneuvering, though. Also, yeah, the lag is happening again. Look at that. It's not just me. I hope it's not just me. Or, well, I hope it is just me, but it isn't. It's everyone. Look. Look at that. That's bad. We need to switch. We actually do need to try a different server after this. Unless it really is just me. This is bad. Alright, I see the Corsair dying in the background over there. Shall we check on that? Let's check on that. It's quite low down. Flaming Pillar is turned around though. Is it slow-mo plus lag? Feels stuttery to me. Kudos to the players for doing this well. If it's really this bad. For them too. Corsair is hanging on by a sliver of health down there. Meanwhile, the League of Nations actually killed the goldfish while we weren't watching. So it's really high time to take out this Corsair, I think. Corsair is probably gonna go down, yeah. Spire is fine. Not at risk of dying here. We see a ram. Flaming Pillar bounces up and out of harm's way there. Whoa! That was a spawn right into the action. Corsair is getting ready. Oh, no, that was a good mine. That's the right time to place a mine when the Corsair has just spawned in and is about to cause trouble. Yeah, those mines are on point. Getting back down to the ground here. We have lots of bumping. Players caught up on some building here. Corsair repositioning. Magnate taking Hawacha. Magnate is broken. Spire is broken as well. Spire's balloon is still down. That's not a great position. There's a Corsair ram coming in. Yeah. Alright. 5-2. Let me check the other scores. Okay, we had a 4-5 in the first round. Ah, and this is the rematch of this. Yeah. Alright, so we are back in, well, the finals, I guess. Or potentially the finals. which we can probably do in this lobby unless we decide to change servers after all. Alley of Darkness. I'm gonna check what's going on. Let's see. Alright, cool. And I suppose I will... Crown Gambit? Is it Crown Gambit? Let me check. Crown Gambit should be 7. The graveyard is right now what we have. Alright. Grump is gonna do the reffing. Nice, then I don't have to do it. Alright, so... potentially the finals here between Team Cleanup Crew and IKEA Monster. If Cleanup Crew win here, they just win. If IKEA Monster win, they need to win one more round. Because they lost once already. And we have double elimination. So, now the lobby game is going to get interesting. Because we are down to teams that actually play the lobby game heavily. And what are we going to end up with? Currently we have Judgment, Magnate, Corsair, Corsair. We might end up with something along those lines. Judgment, Judgment, Magnate, Corsair. Okay, the issue here is the Magnate and the Corsair are going to be bullied a bit by the double lumberjacks here. So I don't think blue team can stay like this. My Twitch, my goodness. Alright, it's Twitch TV/Setness. Let's just copy that into there. There we go. I feel like that Magnite needs to actually switch. Also, I probably need to make sure that I have enough stream delay on. Let me check that. Should still be set up. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, what was it? I'm not 100% sure because I don't have it when I stream other stuff. They shouldn't be in my stream though anyway. If I catch them here, they're in trouble anyway. Let me make sure I have it set up. Where the heck is this? It's been a while since I've streamed. Guns of Icarus. I still had my preset though, which was good. Video advance. Alright. So, let's see here. We still have Double Judgment, Magnate, Corsair. We're gonna have a Caro Judgment and a Lumber Judgment. Both with a watch on the back. Alright, we switch back to Corsair Judgment. Okay. And our Magnate's gone... Alright, interesting. Both teams can request overtime, and one team is going to request overtime for sure. Probably. Unless they're both happy with this, which... Should they be happy with this? we essentially have Watch a Corsair versus Watch a Detonator Corsair. Blue team seems fine with this as well. So essentially we have Corsair versus Corsair, and then we have this Judgment, and instead we have the Merc-Flak Hades on the side. Interesting. And then the other side is the Caro Gatling Flak. Interesting. We'll see. It's kind of a mirror of sorts. Not really, though. The Judgment... I think the Judgment might have more utility here with Lumber, although Magnate can move close. That's the utility of the Magnate. So we'll see how this turns out. On Graveyard as well, so there is some potential for long-range stuff. I didn't leave. Alright, what is this shit here? I am bothered by this. What do I do to this? I will deal with it later. Cool. Hey, my map is back. I don't know how I did that. I think it was just buggy and missing the last time. Alright. So our Magnate is shooting. Corsairs are moving in on each other. And Judgment is moving on the Magnate, as might be expected. Are our long-range ships just gonna go for the short-range ones? I guess it could work like that. Magnate versus Corsair and Judgment versus Corsair. Interesting. I don't think I've seen this matchup play out. Teams, of course, are experimenting with what to do in the wake of Crusader being nerfed, so we've been seeing a lot of Judgments, we've been seeing more Corsair again. We've been seeing less Magnates, although they're still decent. Okay, Ratsmacker is moving in high. League of Nations is rising to meet it. I'm rising to meet it as well. Ra is not in a position to support here. Victor Corsario is moving in. Lagging a bit on my end again. Could just be, I mean, Spectator, of course, renders a lot of stuff, so maybe it's just me. Let me see if I can close anything in the background. Whoa, no. If I close, I'll close browser. Oh, that'll help. Okay. Corsair duel down here now. Both are kind of disabled, which makes sense given the amount of watchers in play. I really hope it's not this laggy for them. I mean, I'm not... Frame rate is doing fine. You know what? Run some debug stuff. Ooh. League of Nations has gotten itself behind the Ra. I'm not seeing any weird spikes. Okay, maybe it's just streaming. Alright. Okay, Victor Corsario is actually dying to the judgment here. Meanwhile, League of Nations taking some damage as well. We could have 2 kills at about the same time. Okay, Magnate gets rammed into the building. Victor Corsario manages to retreat. We'll probably... We'll try it. We'll attempt to retreat here around this wreckage. It's heavily disabled, though, and just lost balloon on the pipes. Behind the pipes, okay. Still going down, though. Yeah, it's dead. Alright, so that's 2-0 for red with no perma taken. What is this performance stuff again? Alright, they're gonna move to the south here to get an eye on the different blue spawns. Although, actually, are the blue spawns in the south? I think so. I don't have that memorized. Sorry. I was wrong. Blue spawns are in the north. In which case they should have actually moved faster. Alright, we've got our long-range ships dueling here. Now, if the Merc disables the lumber, then the League of Nations can win this. Otherwise, I think the raw, like a lumber, has the advantage in this matchup. I would think. Although, oh, blacks are dodged. Judgment is half health, though. And Corsair is in the open. Could be the next target. Oh, you might as well. Essentially, the Corsairs are playing bodyguard at this point. Ra taking the altitude difference here to avoid the Merc flak. But... there's been a duel here. Let's find a nice angle for watching this fight. Just a bit of sniping going on. Okay, now League of Nations is moving up. And we're going to use the wreckage itself here as cover. The Corsairs, they're going for each other. Judgment risks being left behind in this, but they've managed to keep up. Victor Corsario broken again. Gets into cover though. Now the League of Nations needs to retreat a bit. Which they do. Ram incoming. Bit of a boop backwards. And another one. And another one. Now those boops are starting to hurt. Yeah. The League of Nations goes down. Can our blue Corsair do anything here? And should it even try? The answer is probably no. Should leave. Doesn't have a carronade. I think it's overstayed its welcome. And it's actually going to go down here. Not able to... Well, I don't want to call it too early, but it's dead. Yeah. Which means now the League of Nations has actually spawned in a bit too close. And doesn't really have good cover to get to. At least not fast enough. This could just be the match here. Oh, that's not a good bounce. I mean, I guess it's alright in terms of direction to face, but League of Nations is still going to go down here. And red team wins. 5-0, I believe. Congratulations. And in fact, I think that's it. The red team was our winners team. The winners bracket. Congratulations to Cleanup Crew on winning SCS 496. And thanks anyone who went back to watch the VOD. I hope it wasn't too jerky with my camera movements and stuff. Haven't streamed this in a really long time. That's all. Let's pop up the overlay and call it a night.